Curtis Sliwa must not drop out of the New York race. Please, Curtis, don't do it. I don't think you will, but don't do it. If you needed someone to give you permission to stay in, let it be me. How's everybody doing today? It's King Leo. Welcome to the King Leo Show. Let's get a good angle here. How you guys doing? We have to break from our regularly scheduled programming for the day, which was going to be an awesome video about the Clintons, because I see Curtis Sliwa being attacked online, in the media, and being attacked by the most disgusting, the lowest of the low scum in the world, which are conservatives. All right? I've said it before on this channel, and I'll say it again. There is nothing lower than a conservative. Right-wingers, that's different, okay? A conservative is the lowest beast on the planet. An oxen is more useful than a conservative. Truly disgusting people. But anyway, before we continue and analyze this, how's everybody doing today, man? Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Remember, we're breaking the rules this week. Rule number 1 of the King Leo Show is do not talk about it. We talk about the King Leo Show this week. This is an important week, especially this video, man. I need Curtis Sliwa to stay in the race. So let's get into it. Let's get into the issues that are going on. So Curtis Sliwa, if you look on Polymarket, okay? Polymarket's not a poll. It's a likelihood of winning. So it makes it slightly different. But we always go by that on this show, and I don't think it's actually that different overall. Polymarket tells us that Curtis Sliwa has a very low chance of winning, and that Andrew Cuomo has a higher chance, the 8%, still super low, relative to the 90% chance that Zoran Mamdani has, okay? In the polls, though, which conservatives, these pigs of people, have always said are fake, Andrew Cuomo's really, really close, okay? If you believe that poll, if you believe polls, dude, in the big 2025, if you still believe in polls, dude, the tooth fairy's going to come and they're going to give you a big $20 bill because you are fucking retarded. You're an idiot. All right. But let's say you believe in polls. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's give conservatives the benefit of the doubt here. Let's say everything is as it seems. If Curtis Sliwa drops out of the New York race, like Eric Adams does, then then America, New York, will elect Andrew Cuomo over Zoran Mamdani. What an amazing outcome conservatives are begging for, huh? Andrew Cuomo, the murderer, the bête noire of the COVID era, the disgusting, accused sexual assaulter, that's who you want as mayor of New York City, conservatives? You are lower than scum. You spent years talking shit about this man, and justifiably, he killed so many old people, man. Young people, he destroyed their lives. He's a piece of shit. He is the lowest of the low. Andrew Cuomo. You know, in Venezuela, there's this song, the most famous song called Old Horse in English, all right? And the lyrics is, the old horse, they give him pasture, okay? The old horse, they give him pasture because he's old and tired, okay? The reason that that's such a famous song, the reason that's a lyric, if you're not familiar with farming, is because old horses are evil, dude. Old horses are murderers. Old horses, if you run a horse farm and you have an old male horse and he's around these young bucks, he will try to kill them. And why does he do that? He does that because if he can't breed, then no one can breed. That's Andrew Cuomo, an old horse scum that should be put out to pasture, a disgusting old man. Now, that's just my opinion, right? I mean, it's not like we could look back at the PBD podcast and Fox News and how they were demonizing this man for years, justifiably, and then see them switch, right? And the conservative, quick side note, the conservative NPC follower is even lower than his priest. This person, if Patrick Bet-David changes his opinion, he will change his opinion with him, with no remorse. What a disgusting person. Anyway, The reason that this is a huge issue, that Andrew Cuomo must be elected as governor, as a New York City mayor, is because Zoran Mamdani might be elected. On this channel, we've covered this race for several months. Do I like Zoran Mamdani? He's not in my persuasion. I'm not a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the marketing. I think he's a great marketer, and I actually mean that. Unlike Andrew Cuomo, who says, I wasn't good on TikTok. He was actually a genius. Zoran Mamdani's a genius, dude. Zoran Mamdani's a genius DSA member who happens to be Shia Muslim. Okay, that's who Zoran Mamdani is. David Dinkins, as Curtis Sliwa points out, was a member of the DSA. Okay? There hasn't been a Muslim mayor of New York. There has not. Especially a Shia Muslim. But I don't see what the opposition to this guy could be. In the sense of, you can disagree with the policies, with all of these issues, but to say that Andrew Cuomo is more deserving of this office than Zoran Mamdani, you must be outside of your fucking mind, dude. Outside of your mind. Okay, he wants to make the buses free. He wants free grocery stores. I don't think that'll work. I don't care. The other guy is a murderer. He's a murderer. Oh, but Zoran, he's all the things that we've covered on this channel that they call them jihadist. Where's the evidence for that? Islamist. Where's the evidence for that? Racist. Where's the evidence for that? They called him a KKK member. Where's the evidence for that? This has been the most racist campaign I have seen in my life. Okay? The most racist one. Zoran Mamdani, and I called it from the start, has put up with so much bullshit. And I knew this was going to fail. Because if you start by calling someone a jihadist on day one after they win the nomination, and then you try to say he's going to mess up tax policy, brother, you said he's a jihadist. Who gives a shit about his tax policy? That means he wants to fucking do 9/11. Oh, but you don't believe that. Because the conservative does not believe in anything. The conservative believes in nothing. They are scum. All right? Sorry, I'm getting a little worked up here. But as a Bajalardian, I just think this is the funny part here, is we have our Bajalardian character enter the mix, Curtis Sliwa, all right? All real Bajalardians respect Curtis Sliwa. Curtis Sliwa, genius, man, all right? Genius. Curtis Sliwa hates Andrew Cuomo. Why? He's a piece of shit, all right? Everyone hates Andrew Cuomo. He's a piece of shit. And he's in this race, and the narrative is that he is going to cost Andrew Cuomo the election. I don't believe that, but let's say it's the case. Andrew Cuomo, bro. My favorite insult that Curtis delivered was when he said, Andrew, you're no Mario Cuomo. You could see the pain in his face to realize he's not his father. I would have said, you're not even Chris Cuomo, man. You're not even an idiot on the PBD network. But look, Curtis Sliwa, he's been a very effective actor at attacking Andrew Cuomo. He's also attacked Zoran Mamdani. He doesn't like him, but he respects him, and that's more than anyone could ask. Andrew Cuomo does not respect anyone in this race. He never has. He respects him. He says he's wrong, which is fine. You're allowed to be wrong. Everyone's allowed to be wrong, okay? And he's in the race because he says that he wants to win the New York City race. And he might win it. He might win it. He might win it if enough people vote for him, because this is how representative democracy is supposed to work. But what I've seen this past week is a suspicious influencer campaign. And I say that specifically, man. These people, they will get paid to tweet bullshit. The specific influencer campaign that's come in and started to tell Curtis Sliwa to drop out, that he's being selfish, that he's being anti-Semitic. I saw that he's being anti-Semitic, that he's not protecting the Jewish community, that he doesn't care about crime, that he is an Islamist, a jihadist. They've said all this stuff about him just because he won't drop out to deliver this race to Andrew Cuomo. How about you go fuck yourself? Okay? How about that? This is the issue, the Bajalardian conclusion of democracy, and why I'm so happy Sliwa's in this. They've always pulled this, but now they really have to. Curtis is pushing the system to its logical conclusion. Let's say I'm a conservative in New York, okay? I hate Andrew Cuomo because he made my life hell. And I want to vote for Curtis Sliwa. I'm an anti-Semite because I vote for Curtis Sliwa because that will elect Zohran Mamdani. I'm a racist because it will elect Zohran Mamdani and not give it to Andrew Cuomo. Further than that, they're saying that if you vote for Curtis Sliwa and if he doesn't drop out, you are voting for Zohran Mamdani. No, you're fucking not. You're voting for the candidate on the ballot, which is Curtis Sliwa. Do not let these people fuck up your brain. These people are liars, man. If I go into a restaurant that sells strawberry and lemon pie and I order the lemon pie, I did not order the strawberry pie. I didn't order it, okay? Here, you have to bring your IQ down here, dude, because they're trying to bring it up to their mid-wit level. Bring your IQ down for a second with me, all right? Be stupid with me for a second. If I go into the ballot box and I vote for Curtis Sliwa, I have not voted for anyone else but Curtis Sliwa. What? What is this? This is insane. And you have to own whatever their idea of Zohran Mamdani is because you voted for the candidate you wanted? Fuck you! Dude, these people are evil. Even if you hate Zohran Mamdani. Look, I don't vote, and I don't tell people how to vote because that's not my business, okay? I'm not going to endorse a candidate or tell you what to do. But what I want to say is that this race has been so disgusting to watch that at this point, the Zohran victory is not only inevitable, it is just, man. It's just. Either Zohran or Sliwa, but what I would prefer to see is them actually team up. Sliwa get a job doing public safety for Zohran Mamdani. Because the prestige media, the influencers who are all getting paid so much money to say this message should all be forced to hang their heads in shame. All of them. All of them. I saw Andrew Cuomo do an interview this week where he said that he didn't bring Israel into this campaign, that he underestimated how much people cared about Palestine, and that's why they voted for Zohran Mamdani. Andrew Cuomo, my brother in Christ, you said you would do pro bono legal work for Benjamin Netanyahu. You brought it into the campaign. You spent this whole campaign calling this guy an anti-Semite. You did that. They are retconning a 6-month event in real time. And this is why we're Badralardians on this channel, man. Do not believe your lying eyes. You know what happened. You followed this race. You know exactly what happened because you lived it. If you're in New York, you lived it like in person. If you're online, you lived it vicariously. What they are doing now is presenting a false reality. And there is no real reality, sure, but there are some that are closer to the real simulacrum that we're in. And this reality that they are painting is such bullshit, man. You can't allow them to get away with this. When you start telling voters that their vote is not for who they're voting for, I'm sorry then, why don't you do a coup, Bill Ackman, and become dictator of America because democracy is ineffective? Why don't you do that? Bill Ackman is ugly, by the way. He's an ugly freak. He's an ugly little freak, all right? He can't play tennis, and the only reason he's rich is because he went to Harvard, okay? He invests in Chipotle. He's a fucking moron. He's an idiot. And Bill Ackman is here, and he's going to tell you, average New Yorker, to not vote for who you want to vote for? How about this? How about I go into the ballot box, and I vote for who I want? And how about you go fuck yourself? How about that? And I have faith, dude. I really do. As a Badralardian, dude, that They will not get away with this. Like, this is going to be funny. I don't think that Zoran will deliver like a lot of people think. All right? But the fact that they will be so angry for at least 2 months, maybe let's just say it's 24 hours, is going to be hilarious, man. These people deserve to be in prison, man. They deserve to be in prison. Andrew Cuomo, quite literally, for the murders that he did. But people like Bill Ackman, people like, who else has been saying this crap, man? I'm sure, not Tim Pool, but like that kind of influencer. People on Fox News, Sean Hannity, telling Curtis Sliwa to drop out because you want to deliver this for a mass murderer. You want to deliver a race for a mass murderer of the opposite party. You deserve to be in prison. You don't get to have a platform anymore, man. Zoran Mamdani earned this. Curtis Sliwa earned this. All right? You've seen Saving Private Ryan. Earn this. Andrew Cuomo didn't earn jack shit. Andrew Cuomo earned a prison sentence that he never got. That's all Andrew Cuomo deserves. So to all New Yorkers, bro, whether you vote or you don't vote, and all Americans, whether you vote or you don't vote, like myself, I don't think that voting is an effective way of communicating. I don't. But your sacred right, the reason that you get graped every year on taxes, the reason you get graped and forced to do jury duty, the reason is so that you can vote for whoever you want. That's the reason. And your vote is for whoever you cast it for. It's not for anyone else. There is no logical leap here to make you feel guilty for outcomes that have nothing to do with your vote. If they wanted Andrew Cuomo to win, they would have done something about it. It's not on you. It's not on you. These people deserve to be in prison. You don't get to be assaulted every year by this government so that you can't vote for who you want. That's my message. You want to vote for Curtis Sliwa? Vote for Curtis Sliwa. You want to vote for Andrew Cuomo? I guess. Vote for Andrew Cuomo. You want to vote for Zoran Mamdani? Vote for Zoran Mamdani. You don't want to vote at all? Don't vote. You want to vote third party? Vote third party. Fuck them, dude. It's your vote. It's your life. It has nothing to do with them. It's your life. All right? With that, my Baudrillardians, my boys, my gals, hope everyone has a great day. All right? Curtis Sliwa, I love you. I love you as a Baudrillardian character. I love you as a man who seems to love his city. Not many more of those left. And I'm thankful for you bringing democracy to its logical conclusion and outcome. This is truly a beautiful thing to witness. May you live in interesting times, Chinese proverb. With that, everybody, like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, this week, we're sharing the video. So rule number 1, share the video. Rule number 2, share the video. Peace, and I'll see you tonight.